One of the areas we tend to forget about as amateurs when we're taking pictures is when we look at it, when we frame something, one of the questions we should be asking ourselves is what's in the foreground? A foreground element is just going to add balance to your picture, and it's going to lead the eye into the main part of the image that you want the viewer to look at. And in this case right here, I've done some cropping just to show you, but here's something where it doesn't look too bad. There's a scene that's fairly nice. This is overlooking the town of Positano on the Amalfi Coast in Italy. But I've cropped out for the moment the foreground here, and it's a beautiful shot, beautiful scenery, but there's a little something missing, and what it needs is foreground that's going to add some dimension to this picture. So I can get rid of the cropping here for a moment and show you what I mean. And there it is with the foreground back in place. And I think you can see just having some of this vegetation here at the bottom of the shot just helps add some more dimension, and it leads you in, it leads you to the water, it leads you to the beautiful hotel on the right hand side and off into the distance to the city of Positano itself. And just without it, it's not quite the same. It doesn't work quite as well, not having that foreground in there. So it's really something you should consider and make sure you do have your foreground established. Think about the foreground when you're taking a shot. Now sometimes we can go too far with foregrounds, and here's another one here where we have some of this vegetation in front. This is a somewhat similar, the camera's just been panned a little bit to the left on this shot, and I think here what's happened is the foreground has become too strong. It's almost overpowering the rest of the shot. So again, sometimes what we want to do here it would be without any foreground at all, and there's got to be a happy medium because this is now too much. There's a little bit of this tree here on the left hand side, but what's happening I think here is that there's a bit too much of the foreground in the shot. It's overpowered the image way too much. So there is that happy medium. So again, you just want to make sure when you're taking your picture, one of the questions you want to ask yourself is what's in the foreground? What's helping me lead the viewer into the main part of the shot?